Hey, what's up everybody? This is Alex Molina 93 here. Today is my birthday. That's right, I'm now 25 years old. I'm from 1993 and that's why my username is Alex Molina 93. And guess whose birthday also? The Sega Dreamcast. Only in North America, of course. That's right, I'm gonna show my game collection of Sega Dreamcast, and oh my god, this is one of the best video game consoles I've played. And yeah, I fell in love with it. I mean, remind you, I did not grow up with the Sega Dreamcast back then. I wasn't a Sega fan, I was more of a Nintendo guy. But when I became into a multi-plat gamer, that's why I got interest into the other games which are not Nintendo, of course. And I have no regrets because the Sega Genesis, no, sorry, Sega Genesis. Sega Dreamcast is one of the best consoles of all time. I mean, judging by its game library, it has a lot of great games in this machine, and oh my god, I mean, it is so much fun to play till this day. So sad that it did not get attention back then because Sega's business decisions, and because the PS2 back then was way more anticipated than this. But it became an underrated system and some people still enjoy their Dreamcasts. Till this day, including myself, this is one of my favorite consoles of all time. Not gonna lie. And I cannot believe this was released in North America the same day as my birthday, and that's why I'm doing this video, to share my game library and to do this in my own birthday. Why not? So let's get started, shall we? The first game, I'm gonna show it to you, and that was a launch game, Sonic Adventure 1. Yes, I mean, Sonic is known for being Sega's mascot, why not? They needed him to sell more consoles, of course. And it started off good in its 3D career. I mean, it is a good 3D Sonic game, despite its flaws, of course. I mean, the camera and its presentation haven't aged that well, but it's still very fun. You can play as the other characters, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, even Amy, Gamma, and Big the Cat, who is my least favorite to play as. But I mean, despite the flaws that it has, I mean, it's still a good game and you should try it out if you haven't already. I haven't played this first on the Sega Dreamcast. I played this first on DX Director's Cut on the GameCube, and I believe that version has more glitches than this, and it has better models than this. But I believe this is a better version of Sonic Adventure because the other versions are not like well implemented. Anyway, if you like Sonic, if you have a Dreamcast, you should check this game out. Another game that was a launch title, and it is one of the best fighters out there, and that is Soul Calibur 1. What a fantastic game. I still enjoy it till this day. I love this game so much. And I like Soul Calibur 2, which I have on the GameCube because of Link. But Soul Calibur 1 is still one of the best Dreamcast games out there, and the graphics look amazing in this. I mean, it shows the capabilities of the Dreamcast. This is more like one of the killer apps for the Dreamcast, why not? And people still remember this game. It's still one of the best Dreamcast games, what can I say? Another game that I'm gonna show it to you, a racing game, and that is Hydro Thunder, a boat racing game, very fun as well. I mean, it was released on the other versions, of course. I think PS1 and Nintendo 64, but I think this is a good version, a better version. If I'm not wrong, of course. I've not played the other versions, but on the Dreamcast, it isn't that bad. It is very enjoyable. I mean, you're in this boat racing on the water, and the water effects look good. So you need to try this game out if you haven't already. Another fighter that I'm gonna show it to you. The Dreamcast has a lot of fighters in its library. I mean, that is what it's known from. Marvel vs. Capcom, Clash of Superheroes. Fantastic game. I love its art style and the characters. Very good as well. I mean, it's still fun to this day. I think it is available on the PS1 as well. I mean, having Marvel and Capcom characters in the same roster, that is awesome. And that's why it spawned a lot of Marvel vs. Capcom games. I think the first one was X-Men vs. Street Fighter, I guess. But Marvel vs. Capcom games are fun. I mean, 1 and 2. I heard the third and Infinite are not very good as well. I haven't played them. But the first one and the second one, which I'm gonna show it to you later on this video. Yeah, great fighting game. You should pick this up, of course, no matter which platform. An arcade shooter, and the Dreamcast has a lot of ports from the arcades. House of the Dead 2, I mean, this is still very fun, but when you progress further, it gets challenging. It gets harder, it gets challenging, like I was saying. But yeah, I mean, it is still fun till this day. I mean, who doesn't like shoot at zombies and the other monsters, of course? I mean, what can I say? Still a fun game. Another cool Sega game, Crazy Taxi. Yeah, one of the fun games on the Dreamcast. I played this on the GameCube, of course, I mean, which is the same thing. I don't know if it got the other features, I don't remember that much, but Crazy Taxi is still one of the fun games as well. You're this taxi driver and you pick up the customers to gain more money until the time goes out. I mean, it gets crazy. It reminds you of Grand Theft Auto because of its concept. I mean, you drive crazy on the city, picking up all the customers you can get. So yeah, I mean, Crazy Taxi, one of the fun games you could enjoy on the Dreamcast. I still need to get the second one, of course. Another fighting game, of course, and the series that I enjoy the most, Dead or Alive 2, one of the greatest fighting games out there. I mean, its graphics, they look very good, and the fighting mechanics are very well implemented, in my opinion. I mean, I love Dead or Alive games. What can I say? They're very fun and enjoyable, and they have a lot more fan service. I mean, I don't know how to describe about the fan service, but if you play Dead or Alive games, you know what I'm talking about. I cannot say that much about the fan service, but the fighting mechanics and the characters and the graphics, they look very good as well. And I still play to this day Dead or Alive 2, and you should pick this up as well. It's also available on the PS2, if I remember. Yes, it is also available. Another great game to be added into its library, Resident Evil Code Veronica. Very good game. The graphics look very good, and I like it. I mean, it is fun as well. I mean, I like its atmosphere, and I like the characters you play as. And it is another good Resident Evil game. What can I say? I mean, some of the Resident Evil games haven't been that good, but this is one of the good ones that you should check it out, no matter which platform, of course. Another great 3D platformer that it is considered one of the best, and we need more 3D platformers in this generation. The 2D platformers get very old lately, I mean, in my opinion. Rayman 2: The Great Escape. This is one of the greatest Rayman games out there, and from what I've heard, that the Dreamcast version is superior compared to the other versions, like the Nintendo 64 and PlayStation 1. I mean, I have the best version, of course, and the graphics look very good, and it's still fun till this day. What can I say? I love Rayman games. Another fighting game in its library, Street Fighter Alpha 3. I love Street Fighter games, and this is considered one of the best ones. I mean, the bigger roster and a lot of stages and more features. I mean, Street Fighter is known for having more versions no matter which console, starting with Street Fighter 2. And Street Fighter Alpha 3 is considered one of the best. This is also available on the PS1. You should check it out if you're into Street Fighter games as well. The last fighting game that I have for the Dreamcast, and this is one of my favorite fighting games of all time. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, yes, what a great game. I really enjoyed this game so much. It's bigger roster and more features, and you can use 3 characters at once, and you can switch into another character, which is great. I mean, this is still considered one of the best fighting games out there. And Marvel vs. Capcom 2, believe it or not, is my favorite Marvel vs. Capcom game till this day. I mean, great game, what can I say? I mean, this is more expensive, but you can get it on the other versions as well. I think on the Xbox and PlayStation 2 or on 360 or PS3. I mean, no matter which platform, you should get it. It is still a lot of fun till this day. A sports game that I have, Virtua Tennis. I mean, this is one of the good sports games on the Dreamcast. I mean, the Dreamcast also has a lot of great sports games in its library, and Virtua Tennis is considered one of the best out there. I mean, the graphics look very good, and the gameplay is very simple and very enjoyable and relaxing, of course. I mean, this is still one of the best ones out there, and maybe you should check it out. It is cheaper. I mean, you can get it very cheap. Another great game on its library, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. What can I say? I love Tony Hawk games. They're very fun, they have more replayability, and no matter which platform, they're very good on their own. I mean, you play as the other skaters besides Tony Hawk, and you have these amazing levels where you can skate and you could do awesome tricks. And so yeah, I mean, what can I say? I love Tony Hawk games, and they're very cheap. You could play them as well. And don't get the 5th one because I heard that it is terrible. Get 1, 2, 3, or 4, or get all of them. No matter, your choice. One of my favorite Sega Dreamcast games of all time, Jet Grind Radio, known as Jet Set Radio. Awesome game. I love its art style and its gameplay. It's so much fun, and I love the music as well. I mean, I like its setting, its atmosphere, and it is so incredible from what they did. Sega needs to revive this franchise. I mean, no matter how they deny it, we need Jet Set Radio back. Sega, come on. You're bringing back Streets of Rage. Why not Jet Set Radio? But okay, great game. You should check this game out. I think it is on the Xbox Live Arcade, and it is still fun till this day, and you won't regret it as well. A great RPG on the Sega Dreamcast, Skies of Arcadia, fantastic game. No words to say. I mean, I love its setting, the characters, the battle system, the graphics, and the music. I mean, it is so memorable, and so a shame that Sega did not brought this franchise back. We need Skies of Arcadia 2. Sega, please bring it back. It is one of the best RPGs. Don't use just Phantasy Star. Bring back Skies of Arcadia. We need it back. But anyway, great game. You should check this game out. It is available on GameCube as well. Another great game, Shenmue. This is one of the most unique games you could find on the Sega Dreamcast. I don't know if it's expensive right now, but the Shenmue 1 and 2 are released on current gen consoles if you want to check them out. I mean, if you're having a hard time to find this and the second one. I mean, Shenmue, it is one of the greatest games out there. I mean, it has like more genres into it, like action adventure, RPG, fighting, and like simulation, I believe. But the game is unique in its own way. I mean, fantastic game, what can I say? I have yet to play the second one, and I cannot wait for the third one to come out in the future. Grandia 2, I have not played this one yet, and I have yet to play this one of these days, but what can I say that I'm really glad I found this on one of these retro stores. I mean, I had a lot to find this, and in its great shape, and I still need to play it. I mean, don't blame me. I have more games to play as of right now. Another RPG that I found, but I have not played this one yet, Phantasy Star Online. I found this for luck. I have not played this, like I was saying, but the cool thing that I can say is it comes with a demo. Of Sonic Adventure 2. Here it is, the disc right here. So I've yet to play this, of course. And speaking of Sonic Adventure 2, and least but not least, Sonic Adventure 2. This is one of my favorite 3D Sonic games out there. One of my favorite Sonic games of all time. This is one of my first Sonic games that I played, of course, on the GameCube, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, which is the same, but it has better multiplayer options, and it has some of the features that are not available on the Dreamcast version. But this was the last Sonic game to be on the Sega console. I mean, the Dreamcast became the last Sega console, and now they're a third-party company making games on the other platforms. As of late, they no longer made hardware. But Sonic Adventure 2, I liked it. I mean, some people don't like it because of the flaws that are found in this game when it comes to the story, which has some of the plot holes, but still very entertaining. And the gameplay aspects, I did enjoy them, even though they were kind of step backwards. I mean, Sonic and Shadow stages are my favorites. The shooting mechanics with Tails and Dr. Eggman are not that bad, and Knuckles and Rouge treasure hunting can be kind of frustrating sometimes. I mean, if you have luck, but it gets challenging. And you need to check this out. I mean, this is one of the good 3D Sonic games you could find. I mean, it may not be for you, but this is still considered one of the best 3D Sonic games, and I have no regrets playing the Dreamcast and the GameCube version, of course. I mean, each version of their own. So yeah, that is all my game collection of Sega Dreamcast. Such a fun system to play as of today, and oh my god, I cannot believe it was released on my birthday in North America, like I was saying. I mean, it's so sad that it didn't got attention back then, but it became underrated, and it still has a great library of games to enjoy. And I have still yet to get the Power Stone games and the other games that are available on the system, of course, that I should check it out. But I had a lot of fun showing to you my Sega Dreamcast games, my collection, and I cannot believe I'm 25 years old. I feel kind of older now. Not really, because I'm still young. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Feel free to subscribe to my channel for more videos to come for you guys to enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and a like button below, and comment in the section below what fun memories you had with the Sega Dreamcast. It is your choice. So, thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day, peace, just like that, and thanks everybody for wishing me a happy birthday.